Hello. Okay, it's been a few days since my last video and another update. All right, so anyways, I did receive a comment on my last video that initially I kind of felt like, blah, don't want to listen to that. But then I thought about it. The comment was in regard to how I was thinking and how when you're depressed that your perspective, can be a bit off. And that, what I might perceive to be, well, I do believe in intuition. But I also believe that in a depressed state, how I'm perceiving the meaning of what I am intuitively feeling might be skewed. Now, in essence, I could look at that as black and white, and this is bad, this is good. But I did take to heart what that poster had mentioned, that without any hard evidence, that my state of mind could very well be creating something that isn't happening. So I was thinking more and more about it, and I thought to myself, am I the other woman? And the reason I say that is because I have the most amazing imagination. And that's probably why I love to write. And I'm even thinking of making a painting, because sometimes speaking is so tiring. I think that's why I like to write. I'm not speaking, I'm thinking. It's quiet, and I'm just writing what comes to mind. But to be able to sit down with a blank canvas and just start painting my feelings, I want to see what I create. I guess what I'm trying to express here is that I have lost, since the beginning of this trek in September, probably close to 60, 70 pounds. And between December and January, I had lost 30 of it due to how much anxiety I was feeling from within in a very depressed state. And in essence, if you think about it, here's another perspective. You see, what is reality when you think about it? My husband had changed in bed, sexually. First of all, I'm a very, I think I'm very sensual. And, I noticed that, as I got older, I became less inhibited, and I was very much appreciating that. Having an intimate relationship with my husband. His sex drive isn't what it used to be, but all of a sudden I feel like I'm this, crazy, I have so much sensuality within me, combined with what my husband would call funkiness, because when we think of Sade and her music, she's the very essence of sensuality and of funkiness that is amazing. She's the epitome of it. So in essence, if I think about it, losing this weight, and with how my husband has explained, and I'm sure that many of you have read, the studies or maybe articles where they say men are like visually stimulated, where women, we connect emotionally first and foremost, and then that would determine how the person looks to us, or at least that is how it is for me. Maybe all the weight loss was why he was changing in bed, not because he was with another woman, but because I was literally the other woman. But I didn't know I was getting skinny. It was like one day I got on the scale, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not fat anymore. Isn't that weird? Here I was thinking of myself as 30 pounds heavier. Isn't that amazing what the mind will do to you? I had no idea I wasn't a fat person anymore. I had no idea. And in essence, maybe when I think about it, everything that, when I'm thinking of how much I felt he had changed, look at how much I had changed. And my imagination is quite vivid. And when I think about what we went through together and all the emotions, I'm not going to get into details about everything and how it all transpired. That's for a book. And it's going to be one hell of a book. Which just goes to show you, don't ever consider any experience in your life to be bad or good. And maybe in essence, this is how you can accept all parts of you without shaming the parts that you think are not so great. Because in essence, without those parts, then how do you achieve the dreams that you have, or be able to expand or express the gifts that you've been given, whatever they are? Whatever's been built into your code, whatever your gift is, how will you even begin to discover it? And generally, it's going to happen in a way that you least expect. And it happens at a time when you're living your life according to guiding principles, a value system that you've set up for yourself. But it isn't going to be like a checklist. It's going to be something that's owned from within. I don't know. That's where I'm at with this right now. My perspective always changes. But I don't, like I said, sometimes it's hard for me to watch my perspectives change. But on the other hand, that is where my creativity flows. And that's when my insights become more than just an insight, but something that I'll actually begin to live authentically. And in the end, there's always going to be something else for me to learn. Always something new. And I had, since the last video, I did have a sad day, and I cried, but it wasn't insanely out of control. It wasn't a spiral. I was actually able to tell myself when I would feel a panic attack coming on, I was able to tell myself, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Those intrusive thoughts that come into your brain that just want to hijack it and send you into another Stephen King nightmare of an experience within the imagination. However, I do not feel that that is bad either. Nothing's bad unless whatever it is you choose in life, if you're not living that choice with integrity, and you will know, because something will feel off inside of you. You will be uncomfortable in one way, shape, or form. Something's going to be pricking at you. But whatever you choose, if you live your life with integrity, it can't help but work out. And it can't be wrong. Oh, I guess with that I'll end this video. And take care. Don't know when the next one will be, but have a good one. Bye now.